got the Texans Fan Better Podcast. Chuck Bridge, Fifth Ward Crenshaw. You know the best out there. Ken Huncho 713. To all my Texans Nation. If you feeling good, I want you to throw them H's up high. Yeah, like that. I see you. Yeah, Houston, Texas, born and raised. Yeah, that's where I'm from. The best city in the state. Yeah, we stay turned up. There's excitement in the air for the Houston Texans. We swarming all year, causing havoc, we wrecking. Coming off that edge, we got 5-5-5-5-1. Thing on the outside, locking down your number one. All about the swarm mentality and the H. Standing on business is the way we operate. I rep that 7 like CJ, A1 like his. They 3 like Dell. H-Town, we doing it big. You know that 12 out here. And don't you never forget, better pick your poison, cause we got Joe in the midst. We rep that.
Yo, welcome back to the Texans Fan Battle Podcast. I'm your host tonight, Matthew Briggs. And as always, I got my family with me. I got the man that has the message that needs to be heard. I got Mr. Kiddo. What's going on, boss?
What's good, man? Shoot. We know what's going on, man. Depression, sadness. It's a lot of emotions all over the place, man. But I'm talking about the Texans. Of course, life is good though. Life is good.
Well, every time you wake up, life's good, right? Every time you take a breath, life's good. Mm-hmm. Well, when you turn the TV on and you watch C.J. Stroud throw 4 interceptions and fumble it and lose to the Patriots, who are now going to the Super Bowl, you get a little depressed. You get a little sad. You get a little angry.
You know what's crazy? We was talking about like this year we was making some history, right? You know what I'm saying? We never won a playoff game on the road in history. You know what I'm saying? We never made the playoffs in the wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? We was making some histories and some other stuff. Of course, we did it again. We came back from an 0-3 start, and we finished 12-5. Went on a 9-game winning streak, 10 games. You want to count the playoffs. Went to KC, did something nobody saw us doing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, most of us as fans, we thought we was going to win that game, but of course, like everybody else didn't see that happening.
The outside media, yeah,
you know, the outside, the media, other fans, and other stuff like that. Like they were like, "Oh snap!" Like after that game, like people start to really grasp on to what the Texans had going on. But yeah, man, it's just the season, man. The ending was just unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate.
It's angry because, like you said, it was history. Like this defense was so great.
Mm-hmm.
You only had one job.
Yep.
And that was not to turn over the ball, right? Like all C.J. Stroud had to do was not turn over the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of hearing these fans. Oh, Drake May threw 3 touchdowns. I could throw 3 touchdowns when the ball is given to me in the 5-yard line. Mm-hmm. Like stop the noise.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the noise.
At the end of the day, like don't get me wrong. I had my frustrations with Sting. I had my frustration. Really, I only had my frustration with Sting. And of course, Kalen. You can put Kalen in there too because of that first touchdown. That was the zone coverage. We can also break it down though. If we go to that play, our cornerbacks was like 10 yards off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether to blame DC and Matt Burke or what. Like, I don't know what changed because we didn't see that versus Steelers. You know,
it also doesn't help. Again, when you turn the ball over,
that too,
on that 30-yard line, you know what I mean? Like it changes your game plan. It changes the mood. It was rough.
Yeah, for
sure. It was rough.
It wasn't. They did score on that second drive though. They scored on that second drive, and I get it. It's the NFL. It happens, but of course CJ didn't make it no better, man. But yeah, we can dive deeper into it though.
I mean, let's kick it off. I mean, where do we go from here? Where do we go?
Man, shoot. Look,
I mean,
I'm gonna talk fan perspective. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, man, um, find something to do. You know what I'm saying? Ease your mind. Heck, go on vacation if you can. Spend time with your family. Try to do something that makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. You know what I'm saying? Try not to think about the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, we are Matt. We've been most of us Texans fans. We done seen this before, and it just seemed like dang in that regular season, like man, like you know what I'm saying. We think like man, we shoot this defense too doggone good, too doggone great. Ain't no way we can't make that shake. And then we get a little deeper into the end of the season, and we oh man, shoot the Chiefs finna miss the playoffs, and then we get a little deeper, and then we like Lamar Jackson got to win this last game versus Steelers for them to make the playoffs, and it's like
I mean,
the
bro,
playoffs.
you go deeper. Bro, Nix gets hurt the day before you play, so you're going against Jared
That's
Stedman.
the thing. It's so much stuff, man. It's so much. It's like it was going step by step, and it was just like, oh, it's getting like that. That trophy, the picture of that trophy, is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. As far as like for the Texans to go have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and what do they do right before we can make history and make the AFC Championship game? Of course, it's a team sport, y'all. It's a team sport, but we know the main issue was 7, CJ Stroud. This man right behind me, CJ Stroud, that was the main issue with the 4 pitch. And man, I'm gonna talk about it because since we talking about it, we frustrated. A little therapy session or whatever you may want to call it or whatever the case may be. You got Mr. Tank Dale. I think John Alexander. I think he was on the show before. He interviewed him. I guess they had Academy or something like that. And let me just play this clip, man. And this make me a little bit. This make me more frustrated, honestly. But let's listen to this clip real quick. Man, let me know if you can hear it.
CJ seemed to go through a lot after that playoff.
You're good.
You post about him, like I guess as a friend, how have you tried to be there for him?
In every way possible, like he was there for me. People could say what they want about 7. That's they sitting on the couches just typing on computers or typing on their phones. But everybody know who 7 is, especially in the vicinity. We know who he is, and when we get back out there with him, it's gonna be special. So we can let them say what they want. It's all right.
Good.
So, Mr. Tank Dale, this is what I don't get, Matt, because it wasn't just the fans talking smack. And then I can also go play his mom as well, talking about it's just year 3. Texas fans, calm down. It's just year 3. Man, we sit up here and we watched Jaden Daniels his rookie year go to the NFC Championship. This year, we watch Bo Nix and Drake May, regardless of how good or bad Drake May played, we watched them too. And for one, your son is mostly the reason why Drake May went to the AFC Championship and now going to the Super Bowl. Because why? Bo Nix got hurt, and that game was ugly. At the end of the day, the Patriots won that game. End of discussion. But you want to say it's just year 3. I just named 3 guys in their first 2 years to make the AFC and NFC Championship game. And that's what the Texans, this whole season, we've been talking about getting to the next step, not just this season, but of course last year. And also, of course, CJ rookie year, we weren't even expected to make the playoffs. We weren't expected to go down there and win the division, beat the Colts, and then Jazz lost to the doggone Titans the last game. We weren't expecting that. That was great times, though. We got into the playoffs. Did what we did against the Browns. Nobody was expecting for us to do that to the Browns. Stephen A said we had no chance. CJ took heat of that. Like, oh, really? Bet. Say less. And what'd he do? You know what I'm saying? No, Crenshaw, he said he didn't really do that much in that Browns game, but he made plays. He did. That pass.
Well, you over the ball, right? That was the main thing.
Protect the ball. That's the other thing, Matt. And see, let me walk it down. Let's talk about his rookie year, and we're gonna walk that mud down. His rookie year, he didn't turn the ball over, and he played well in that Browns game. Defense went lights out. They started off slow, gave up 14 points. After that, it was wraps. They ended up getting them 14 points back with 2 pick sixes. So, and as far as CJ, he played well that game. No turnovers. We had the crowd. We was rocking. Cool. That's rookie year. Now we go to second season. Of course, we lose Diggs. We lose Tank. Cool. But what do we do against the Chargers? CJ started off a little shaky, but defense kept him good. Like, and this is the other thing. Like, the defense has always been good in the playoffs. It just wasn't this year that our defense just magically became elite. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been good since D'Amico got here. You know what I'm saying? We're a little shaky the first year, a little bit, but at the same time, they've been good. So at the end of the day, both them, the first playoff game, you know what I'm saying, versus the Browns was great by the defense. The second playoff game going into the Ravens, history repeats itself. We've been to Baltimore before, we lost. And what we do, go to Baltimore again, and we lose. Unfortunately, offense can get nothing shaken. The weapons weren't all there. I get that. Dalton Schultz didn't really show up. Nico Collins was locked down because they doubled. Whatever people want to say, it is what it is. And CJ didn't look well. We didn't score a single offensive touchdown. We scored on a punt return. So
a kickoff return.
it was punt return.
I thought it was kickoff.
They punted it to Stephens. And he took it back. And then like offensive trash then. So we was kind of like scratching our head then, like, all right, cool. Nick Casario, he went out, get Diggs, traded for Joe Mixon. You know what I'm saying? Everything seemed all good, handy dandy. All right, bet. This offense loaded. Defense just came off a good, you know what I'm saying, season last year pretty much. We finna build. We finna go to the next step. What CJ do?
He regressed.
And did not extend on that rookie season. And I don't know if it was him thinking too much. You can go, Matt.
Well, it's just not like it's not a regress. It's just he took a step back. And what's you can say it's because the offensive coordinator, it's the offensive line, but I mean, come on, man. Joe Burrow, Drew Brees, like you can go on and name all these. Lamar Jackson for the first 5 years, he never had a line.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator. I mean, you can name like how many offensive coordinators has Patrick Mahomes went through? Eric Bieniemy, Matt Nagy. I mean, like you keep going. But yet, you got these fans saying, "Oh well, Bobby Slowick. Oh well, Nick Cady. Well, Bobby." At the end of the day, if he's this elite quarterback that we thought he was, it shouldn't matter.
And the other thing is, the past offseason, after they put up 0 touchdowns versus the Ravens on the road, he said he was top 5. You know what I'm saying? He a game changer. These are the words that came out of his mouth. Went on that hot run. Most people didn't like of him doing that. Went on that hot run, and then what happened after that? Nobody will understand that. But let's continue to go. At least the Chargers, he started shaking. You know what I'm saying? But he eventually got it together thanks to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Me and Huncho was at that game. Also Crenshaw. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was rocking. So good thing is he had the crowd on his side and also the defense, like hand to hand, working. You know what I'm saying? Even though you threw that pick, that dumb, foolish pick, and you know what I'm saying, that was very shaky at the beginning of the game. And then what happened? He fumbled a snap, got picked it up, and Hudson wide open.
To me, when that happened, it looked like he went back to old CJ.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then what happened? That's what I don't understand. What happened.
Yeah, it's like, and after that, he's, you know what I'm saying, shook back. And then not only that, Matt, we start putting up points, whatever the case may be. Nico Collins, Joe Mixon, you know what I'm saying? Like it was lit. You know what I'm saying? The offense put up 30. No, we had 1 pick 6. So we put up what? 24, 20, 5 points as a
Something like that.
no,
Yeah.
24, because we had a kick a special, what was it, PAT return for 2.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
at the end of the day, offense still put up over 20-some points. And we go the next week, go on to KC, history repeats itself. We go on to KC, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't do what we needed to do on offense. Now, don't get me wrong, CJ was doing his thing. He protected the ball, and that's cool. And that's all we can ask for. But it didn't go our way. You know what I'm saying? And of course, D'Amico felt like it was Bobby Sloyd. Really, it was the offensive line. But we can say it's Bobby Sloyd too, because Bobby was saying some ignorant stuff like, "We got to execute. Please put on the just to us. We got to execute." So, but my crazy thing is, D'Amico literally repeated what he said. I don't know if that's just him.
So I don't mean to
All
interrupt,
right,
but
keep going. No, yeah,
the more I sit here and think about it, is the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe Bobby was on to something. Maybe Seven didn't execute.
yeah.
We're sitting here blaming Bobby when all along it was Seven.
But at the same time, that the O line was bad.
No, I
will
get it.
I will give it. I will give it. I get Joe Burrow. He took his to the Super Bowl.
No,
That bad.
I get what you're saying, and Bobby made plays where it depends on the offensive line to be good. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. But again, like we said it before, if CJ knew the offensive line was bad and the play calls were too long, why don't you audible? Why don't you change it up?
Because they said Bobby didn't. Oh no, this came out of CJ mouth.
Right. Oh, of course he's gonna come out of CJ, man.
This came out of CJ mouth that he wasn't able to audible calls. Apparently, crazy thing is he let him do it his rookie year.
Well, here's the thing though, Keno. Why don't you voice that when Bobby's there?
Because they had beef.
Okay, that's even more reason to air it out. You know what I mean?
Yep. Because allegedly they had beef.
So don't hide behind now that he got fired. It's going to come to light.
Yeah.
Let it come to light when it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even taking a step further, we kind of like when you went back to his rookie year, we can do the same thing for when it goes. So when it goes good, it goes great. But when it starts off rough, CJ's nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Colts game, Anthony Richardson jumps up 14-0. What happens? We get beat.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens game, we jump up 10-0. What happens? We get beat. Jaguars, the defense and the special teams took over. CJ Stroud comes out. Steelers, defense shuts down the offense. We score. Oh, CJ Stroud's that guy. The only real game, well, I guess you could say the Bengals game too, where he took the team on his back and took them to victory was the Buccaneers game. That's where it didn't go right, and CJ he made it right.
Yeah.
Like that's the Buccaneers.
He also saying for a game that we lost versus the Falcons this rookie year. Because
the Panthers.
The Panthers. I'm not gonna lie, that Panthers game
was stupid.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting to happen. But yeah,
and then you go to the second year. The Bears game, everything went right. And then you go to the Vikings. You have Mr. Larry Tunsil false start two times. You had other guys false start, and then you start seeing the snowball, and we lose. We have not won ever against the Minnesota Vikings, ever.
Which is crazy.
Pitiful.
Which is crazy.
It's pitiful. It's just, dude. It's just, to me, it's just, we put this guy on the pedestal where he has a chance to be good.
Yeah.
But we put him at the elite status, and I
No,
don't think
no, Matt. He put
he's
himself.
up there.
He
But
put himself.
we hey,
We
but we
bought
can't
into
lie.
it, but
Well,
it
we
came
can't
out of
lie.
his mouth.
We can't lie. We help him put himself there. You know what I mean?
Oh no. He helped himself because
Well, the
when he did
fans,
his rookie year, I mean, he was rookie of the year for a reason.
right? Yeah,
You know what
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying?
he didn't have a good rookie year. He had a
Yeah,
great
no, I
rookie
know,
year.
but I'm just saying he was a rookie of the year for the reason, and he boosted after that season, man. He top
Well,
five.
yeah,
You know,
and the fans bought into it. That's what I'm saying. You know, the fans bought into it and
yeah.
hype it up. And
I
and it's crazy thing.
was hopeful. I was definitely hopeful.
Me too.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm still hopeful because of what his mama said. It's year 3. He's barely 24. Like, yeah, there's a chance to grow, but with the moves Nick Casario made, going and getting Stephon Diggs, going and getting a Joe Mixon, going and getting a Daniel Hunter, like that's telling me we're all in. The house money, we're going to the Super Bowl, and then because this year, from the jump, I said this defense is leading the boom. I had
Mhm.
guests laugh at me. I had people call me stupid. Look at this. People say this is the next Legion of Boom. And for what? You know, for what?
This
For us
just
to get laughed at.
yeah,
Laughed at.
yep. And let me go back to Tank Dell and also CJ Mom. And it's crazy because I met CJ Mom like twice. Um and she's a nice lady. Um at the end of the day, and this is a message to CJ Mom. This is a message to Tank Dell. This is whoever feel that people don't have the right to say what they saying. Now don't get me wrong. What's his name? Dan Orlovsky, 31 other quarterbacks could have did the job, that might have been a crazy step. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like have the right to say what they want to say. Like people are entitled to their own opinion. It is what it is, bro. What I saw is a young man that did very good his rookie year. It was some shaky moments, but he's a rookie. And then we saw year 2, something happened, something switched. And it's like, okay, you don't know how to get the ball to the right person when people play cover 2. People taking away the big plays. And man, I talked to somebody else about this. And I don't want this to be so, man, but he's giving me Jared Goff vibes. And he's giving me Jared Goff vibes, and it's crazy. He's really giving me that. You know what I'm saying? And we saw what Jared Goff did with the Rams, man. They put up 55 points against the Chiefs. Like we remember that game. Like he was putting up some numbers, but
And the fall off was
the
hard.
big moments. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, bro? And so
No,
like
I agree.
CJ, he made some. Don't get me wrong. He played. I think CJ probably played better in the playoffs than Jared Goff. But at the same time, what just happened, what just transpired 2 weeks ago, it's like, yo, like
It's a
okay,
laughing stock. It's the laughing stock of the NFL.
it makes the team, it makes the fans, it makes him. You know what I'm saying? Look crazy. Like, bro, we really thought that we was going to the Super Bowl. And why? Because of the defense, of course. But all
Well,
he had to do,
you know what?
all he
Not
had to
even
do was play how he played versus KC the year before. All he had to do was play how he played versus the Browns his rookie year. That's all he had to do. The Chargers,
no. He even the Ravens. He didn't turn the ball over.
he didn't. He didn't. We just didn't score a touchdown though. We didn't want you to play like that. I know people like, yeah, don't turn the ball over. But no, we need you to score some, at least some. But
But so here's the frustrating thing though too, Kendall, is coming out the gate. His accuracy was the best thing about him.
mm-hmm.
Now he can't hit a broad side of the barn to save his life.
Yep.
Like what has happened?
Exactly.
And we say that we ruined this elite defense. I agree with you. I say that too. But most importantly, we ruined a epic run of Will Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr. was on pace to win the the Super Bowl MVP. Like that dude, this playoffs was a monster unleashed.
Yep.
And just to be shit on. But you know, kind of move a little bit forward was here's the bad thing though, Keno. We're stuck. We're stuck with ownerships, with the front office, with coaches that are okay of where we at, where we shouldn't be okay of where we at. CJ Stroud, whatever we can say, whatever about him, okay, right? We can say whatever, but the games, the stats, the play, everything speaks volume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does Gerard Johnson still have a job at Kirby Lane? Why is he still able to swipe his card and get into NRG Stadium? Why is that? They ran Bobby Slowick out.
Yep.
They ran out Stouser.
You know why though? We know why. Like this ain't nothing to sugarcoat. This ain't nothing to be a conspiracy theorist, or this ain't nothing for us to assume. It's
Speak the truth, brother.
because CJ have a relationship with Gerard Johnson. CJ Stroud did not like Bobby Slowick. They got into it. This is all public information. So instead of them firing and letting Gerard Johnson go as well with Bobby Slowick, what they do? They keep him as quarterback coach. And then also, they hoping somebody else hire him as an OC. He's been having interviews for what, 2 years?
For day one.
Yeah,
For day one.
You know what I'm
For day
saying?
one.
And he's still here. Does that not say something? And see, the Texans is obviously what it looks like. They hope somebody hired him. They're not gonna say, "Oh, nah, brother, we don't want you to come." Why? Because they don't want to make CJ Stroud feel some type of way. It's clear. Why? Why did D'Amico Ryans bench CJ Stroud after that first half? Why? Because they didn't want to make CJ Stroud feel some type of way. It's all about them making him feel good. But at the end of the day,
Right. But
business.
Here's the thing, though. You know,
business. This is business.
Here's the thing, though, right? Because we said, okay, we get rid of Bobby, we get rid of Stouser. You know, we bring these new guys in. Offensive line took a way major step forward. Still a little rough, still a little iffy, but took a way step forward. Play calls, a little rocky. But in this season, it took a step forward. While CJ Stroud's taking a step back. Tell me what's the difference? Only one thing. Quarterback coach. Like you said, it's a business at the end of the day. You got okay, and look, I get it. He took a butthole fondling quarterback, 3 losing seasons, flip it around, got your forever coach in D'Amico Ryans, you built this team to where it is now. But what has he done? What has Nick Caserio done with this offensive line? What has Nick Caserio done past round 3? Like Puka Nacua, 5th round pick. 5th round pick. And all pro.
Yeah, and that's another thing, man. Like obviously, what and this ties into what you're going, where you're going, and our frustration with Nick Caserio. Yes, he done pick some solid players. Can we really give him credit for CJ or Will? Because I mean, yes, he traded up for Will. I get that, but the only reason he traded up for Will is because why? Business. They draft a quarterback because everybody feel like no. And don't get me wrong, Davis Mills. We can feel how we want about Davis Mills, but CJ Stroud was a business pick. Will Anderson was the guy that everybody knew that the Texans wanted, whether people want to agree or not. We knew.
That's who D'Amico wanted. That's who D'Amico wanted.
And honestly, I know for me, I wanted him. That's who I wanted. That's
me too.
I know other people that wanted him. So it was like, man, that was the guy, Will Anderson. But they were like, you know what? No, we have to pick a quarterback. We cannot go into this season and being number 2, and we got Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, and we not pick a quarterback. So that's why they made that move. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Matt. Like I was scratching my head when we went with the pick. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was a little sad because, like, man, I really wanted Will Anderson, but what we do, we traded back up and we took Will Anderson. That trade up made me feel so much better. Because we got Will Anderson, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, it was just like, man, how I feel now, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. And it is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to count CJ out, but how I'm seeing it right now, I'm like, man, I wish you would have just took Will Anderson and drafted JSN. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of feel because this is just how I feel. I'm not saying Davis Mills is a great quarterback, but I feel like Davis Mills can be a good game manager quarterback that you can help
Well,
by building around him. And I feel
I'm
like
not
he
saying he's
had
the
that,
franchise.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
the franchise.
I feel like he
quarterback.
never had that opportunity because he never really had the weapons around him or the coaching.
Yeah.
Like we saw what Hamilton was doing with Nico Collins. Like we saw this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And Chip Kelly, not Chip Kelly, what's Tim Kelly. He was cool, but come on now. So like we saw all these different things, but me personally, that year, like I wanted us to get Will Anderson, but then also try to build some get weapons on the team. And yes, we won CJ Stroud. We ended up getting Tank Dell in the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? And we also the year before that, we got John Mechie. But bro, when the last time have the Texans draft a wide receiver in the 1st round? I want to say Will Fuller.
Yeah.
And that's why? Why is that the case? You know what I'm saying? It's been that long, and that's like what 2016 draft, 15, like there's something around there. That's a long time ago, man. And before him, it was DeAndre Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's rare we take a receiver in the 1st round, and it's rare we take a running back in the 1st. We never took a running back in the 1st round. That's like a no to the Texans organization, and everybody have their different views. Me personally, I believe in having an elite running back. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how you got to do it, I would prefer to draft. But regardless of how you got to do it, man, I'm a firm believer in getting an elite running back. I didn't know Jonathan Taylor was going to be elite, but I tell you what, I wanted him. And guess what? He became elite. And what we did, before he went to the Colts, we drafted Ross Blaylock. Where the hell is he at? At home, on the couch like me, as Tank Dell says. You know what I'm saying? People just on the couch or whatever the case may be. Like everybody else is like the media is not crashing out on this dude. He just go for the people that are fans, which is the people that come into the games, the people that invest into the Texans. Like that's another thing that kills me when people like when it comes to sports. Like, don't get me wrong, keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep like I'm firmly believing in. You respect me, I'm gonna respect you, and that's like we ain't gotta like each other, whatever the case may be. And that's you go to sports like that. When it comes to Kevin Durant, Matt, I did not like him. Why? Because he went to the Golden State Warriors. That's what made me mad about Kevin Durant. But guess what? I respect Kevin Durant game. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a great player, Hall of Fame player. And then, honestly, another reason is because why? I want him to come to Houston. Why the heck you go to the Rockets? Come join James Harden. Why you go to the
Chris
doggone
Paul,
Warriors?
right?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and there was that in there too. But at the end of the day, fast forward, he's here now. And I love it every bit about it. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of his career, but at the end of the day, he's still balling, still doing his thing. At the end of the day, I'm just saying this: like, it's okay to not like or not respect certain moves that people do. It's okay to not like what people do on the field as well or on the court. It's okay to critique. It's okay for fans to feel how they feel. We done seen it all as Texans fans. We watched we watched us go to the divisional round time after it's only been 1 or 2 times we lost in the 1st round. You know what I'm saying? We've been to the playoffs 9 times since 2002, since it's been an organization. And we only lost twice in the first round. And we get to that divisional round, and we have yet to get past the divisional round. So as fans, we are frustrated because we saw the big chance of us not just getting to the doggone AFC Championship, but getting to the doggone Super Bowl. Why? Because the day before, Mr. Bo Nix went out with the Broncos. And me as a fan, how I feel, I don't care if Bo Nix was playing tonight. We beat the Patriots, I still would have had us beating the Broncos. That's just me. If CJ can just be decent, he ain't got to be Superman.
Because that defense, bro. It's because of the defense.
And the other thing is, too, you talking about he used to teams being offensive driven and like we get like this team is we good on special teams. He tried to play it off by saying that we good on offense, defense, and special teams. He tried to play it off. Like, bro, what are you being used to being on a team that's offensive driven? Like, what are you talking about? What does that even mean, bro? And then you talking about you like not being Superman all the time. CJ Stroud, you literally was talking throughout this whole season in press conference about how you don't have to be Superman, how you just have to take care of the ball. Like, did he not do that in the regular season? He only had 8 picks. He didn't fumble the ball. Like, I'm confused. Like, what did this switch come about? Like, you making up stuff now? You pulling something out your tail just to try to make people feel some type of way or feel better? Like, bro, what are you talking about? We watched you in the regular season. We watched you last year in the playoffs. Matt, before this year, how many turnovers did CJ have in the playoffs in those 4 games that he played as a rookie and as a sophomore? How many turnovers?
I
I
want
know
to
he
say
had one against
two.
the Chargers.
Two.
He had one
Two?
against the Chargers or 2 against the Chargers. He
One.
did have one against KC and the Browns. I can't remember. Did he? I don't think he had one against the Browns. He
I
didn't
don't
have
think so
one against
either.
the Ravens. But this year, you just out of nowhere fumbling every snap. Almost. You fumbling all these snaps. You throwing 4 picks in the first half. And how what like bro, we supposed to be cool with that?
Right.
We
Right.
supposed to be fine. Oh, it's all right. It's just year 3. I'm sorry, mama. Ain't nobody trying to hit that. Nobody trying to hit that. It ain't just year 3. We watched we saw what CJ did his rookie year. That wasn't expected. But we saw that happen. Was it just year 1? You get what I'm saying, Matt? Was it just
Okay.
year 1 in?
Okay. So talk about playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
Average is 7.4 yards a snap. Yards to get a game is 239 yards, 0.7. Total touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. Total interceptions, 6 interceptions. All right.
This after this year?
After this year.
Okay.
So can you tell me, not counting this year, how many interceptions he had, not counting this year?
1 against the Chargers. Against the Chargers at home.
5, brother. 5.
5 in 1 year. 5 in 1 year. And we supposed to just it's just year 3. We just supposed to sugarcoat it? Like, don't get me wrong. No, I haven't played in the doggone highest level. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? We got guys that have played at the highest level. They saying the same thing we saying. Confront them. Tank Dale, confront them.
Well, okay. I am seriously pissed off with CJ Stroud. But Keno, like you said, every year can't get around the divisional round.
Mm-hmm.
Every year we're stuck in mediocrity. Why? I can tell you why. Look at the Bills. Easiest pass to the Super Bowl. They didn't make it. What did they do? Fire the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens. John Harbaugh, most winningest coach in Ravens history. Didn't make the playoffs. What happened? Gone. Steelers. You can say whatever you want. Whatever you want. You can say it was Mike Tomlin's idea. I call BS. But they get BTA. by the Texans, what happens? He's no longer coach there. I'm not saying fire D'Amico Ryans. I don't think that's the answer.
Yeah.
But again, when are we going to start holding Nick Caserio accountable?
Yeah. And see, Matt, I didn't even get this out.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
No, because I forgot. You bringing me back to the statement that I was about to make, and we talking about Nick Caserio. Man, what made me like really feel like, dang, bro, we might be in some trouble. When Cal said he just let D'Amico and Nick Caserio do their job. Now, granted, that may be a good thing. Okay, cool. But when he said, I don't know anything, I just let them do it, that made me like, bro, so that means these dudes can play in your face and you not know that they playing in your face. That's how I see it. You see what I'm saying? So
no, I agree with you, but here's where I call BS on that. Can I like I agree with you that's not right. But here's what I call BS. I just said it right. Bills fired their coach. Ravens blah 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 blah. So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna sit here and watch that game 2 weeks ago, and you're happy with the result. You're happy with the year before that against the Chiefs, first team in NFL history to outgain by 100 yards to a team and still lose. Still lose. You're okay with that? You're okay with losing a game and the only time you score is by a punt return? Bro, 0-7. The only AFC team not to see the AFC Championship. You're okay with that? Like what? You have eyes. I don't care if you don't know what you're doing or not. You have eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You're breathing. You hear the same thing we're hearing.
Exactly. Apparently they be listening. And guess what? The 610, no, I'll take that back. But 610 radio, is that what he said that on? Or was it Texans radio?
I think it was Texans radio.
Okay, so at the end of the day, they listening. But you heard what 610 radio been saying, right?
Nah,
yeah, they've been talking.
It's hard for me to hear up here.
Okay, that's right. But at the end of the day, they talking what fans talking. They talking what the other media people are talking. That's what they talking. You know what I'm saying? But
because here's the thing, you know.
So obvious.
Right. They have eyes.
Exactly.
So does Hannah and Cal. You can't sit here and tell me last year against the Ravens. Not Super Bowl, Christmas Day, Netflix, primetime. 2 fucking points. 2 fucking points. And you're out there riding on shotgun with Beyonce and you're okay with it? Come on, bro.
Man, you know what's crazy about that? It's Christmas Day. I'm with the
Christmas Day.
My
on Netflix.
First day. And of course, this is a little personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm making it a little personal. But we venting. We getting things out. My daughter wore her CJ Stroud jersey for the first time. Y'all, she was like, what, a month old? A month and some days old? And I had my CJ Stroud jersey on. We was lit. You know what I'm saying? At the family crib. And they put up that type of performance. My cousin, that's a Colts man, just talking, yapping at me. Like, man, bro, he just talking his smack. Even though his team was sorry, but still, he talking his smack. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, this is what we got. 2 points. Lassiter's tackles Derrick Henry in the end zone, gets the safety. That's the only points that we score at home.
And we're okay, and we're supposed to be okay with it, you know?
Beyonce Bowl. Like, man, bro.
Out there flipping burgers like I think everything's cool. Out there wearing chains like everything's cool. Everything's not cool.
Look. But guess what? We did go the next year. We followed it up in the regular season. Even though Lamar and who else? Lamar, it was a couple of guys that had out. But we went out there and we put Bell to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nobody really cared that we was missing Tank Dell, Diggs, Aziz because he was suspended. We was missing some other guys as well, but we was missing some guys too when we got spanked. But that was
next man up. It's not an excuse.
It's always next man up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody made an excuse for us. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Nobody made an excuse for us. So I'm not going to make an excuse for the Ravens because they didn't have Lamar, because they didn't have Waquan Smith, because what was Hamilton out? And also, but Wiggins, he played. But I think Humphrey was out.
Yeah.
So man, nobody finna make excuses for nobody else. But at the end of the day, man, it just my thing is the cycle. It repeats itself no matter who's at GM, no matter who's the head coach. You know what I'm saying? We 0-7 in the division round. We lost.
I'm gonna say it. We will not see a Super Bowl as long as the McNairs are at the helm of the Houston Texans. We're just not.
Man.
It's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter if D'Amico Ryans wins in the next 8 seasons.
Yeah.
We're not going to see a Super Bowl. We're just not. Look.
That's how it feels. The cycle just keep on going, man.
Look, when it comes coming back to Nick Casario. All right, so he drafted Kenyon Green. But beyond bust. You could have Lindenbach right now. We could have picked up his fifth option and had an elite center right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here we are. Then you go out and you get Juice Scruggs. You traded up for Juice Scruggs, and he's not even starting. You get Jared Patterson, a good role player, good depth player, and then you go get Eric Fish, not Eric Fish. You go get Blake Fisher,
second round.
You get Henderson in the 7th round, and then you go get Ursher, which I think he's the truth.
He's the pick that counted as an offensive lineman coming from Nick Casario.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? He didn't draft Titus, did he? I don't think he drafted.
No.
Most Bill O'Brien. So yeah.
So what? 1 out of 6 or 7?
Crazy. That's too many.
We're supposed to be okay with that?
That's too many, man. And what has our issue been? Offensive line. What do he go do year 3 to address the offensive line? He go get, what's his name?
Trent Brown?
No, not Trent Brown. Well, yeah, he went and got Trent Brown, but I'm talking about the guy that we ended up.
Ingram.
No. I'm talking about the tackle. Cam.
Oh,
Cam Robinson.
Yeah.
We went to get Cam. Then we ended up eating how much of that money that we paid him? Guaranteed $12 million?
11 mil.
No, it was 12.
Was it 12? That was 11 mil.
12 guaranteed.
Yeah.
And he didn't even play the whole season. So
he didn't play one game. He didn't play one game.
No, he played one. He played one and wasn't good. I think he played.
No, he didn't play. He didn't start.
No, he started one game.
It was Howard and Nursery from the gate.
He started week 1. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Ursary played right tackle, and he played left tackle. Versus the Rams. He started week 1, but he ended up getting hurt.
That's right.
He ended up moving Ursary to the left tackle. So, man, and then, man, we could talk about the Stephon Diggs situation, how we traded a 2nd-round pick for him.
And he took all the years off.
Then void the next 2 years, which is this year, and would have been next season, but you void that.
And look what he does in New England.
Like,
and I'm not even mad about that. Here's why I'm mad. So you make a move like I said this earlier in the podcast. You make that move. You go get a Joe Mixon. You go get a Danielle Hunter. You go get all these pieces. You know what you're telling me? It's Super Bowl or bust. Okay, so if you honestly don't think that we're Super Bowl or bust, don't make that move. Sit back at 20, because you know who the Jaguars took at our pick 23.
Brian Thomas
Jr. And what did he do? He had a hell of they lost, but he had a hell of playoffs, 100 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked that in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We wouldn't have to. We focus on the offensive line, which is right. We should, right. But and the jury's still out on two players. But honestly, other than Nico Collins, name me another good offensive weapon that Nick Casario drafted. Name me one.
Tank
You
Dell.
can't. You can't.
Tank Dell, but he's injury prone.
Well, you
Nico
can't even say again.
injury prone.
Best ability is what?
Yeah.
And I get it. It's not his fault. It's Bobby Slowick's for putting him in a blocking situation, and then in a freak accident in KC. And so I get it's not his fault, but
Yeah.
you got to be on the field to be a weapon.
Yep.
You go get John Mechie. You traded up for John Mechie. Nothing. You know what I mean? You traded up to go get David Pierce when we could have got Brees Hall. You know what I mean? So when is enough? Like,
hey, I'm mad. I'm gonna put it like this: like you know what I'm saying. We got a lot of frustration versus Nick Casario. You know what I'm saying. Some may not. Most do. At the end of the day, Mr. Nick Casario, if you're saying this, if I ever see you in person, sir, I don't know what Cal and Hannah feel. I don't know how they feel about you. But good sir, can you please this year need to be your best off season? We talking free agency and we talking draft. I'm sorry, brother.
trades.
We,
We're talking
whatever
all of
you
it.
got to do because this offensive line needs to be fixed and we need some offensive weapons. We do. Not too many injury prone offensive weapons.
Absolutely.
Problem.
And we'll get more into free agency and the moves and all that, later on.
Oh, for sure.
But right now, Bob, I'm just going to say this right now. If we do not walk away this offseason with Tyler Linderbaum, it's a complete fail. We failed. Nick Casario does not know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. Hey, look, here's the thing, though. First off, he's got to be a free agent, because teams, they wait to the end.
Franchise tag bullshit. Yeah.
Whatever franchise tag or they extend them. If that, at the end of the day, if he's a free agent, I don't care what you got to pay. You better pay it to get that man here. I know people talking about the dog on Panther Center. Man, miss me with that. I'm sick and tired of these role players coming on our team. Go get the guy that you should have drafted.
Hold on.
Jones that you should have drafted.
Here's the bad thing, Keno. This doesn't need to be said, but we have to say it, right? It doesn't need to be 1 year contract either, no. Nick Casario. If it's not more than 3 years, you're asked to be fired. I'm tired of these 1 year contracts. Yeah. Ed Ingram's gonna fuck us because of Nick Casario doing 1 year contracts. Ed Ingram's gonna be getting paid.
Traded for him. And we got to see.
It was Tomlinson. You're right. It was Tomlinson that we.
Yeah,
that we signed.
Cam Robinson. Yeah. It was Cam Robinson that we signed that 1 year, but we let him go. And then who else?
And Tomlinson
1 year contract as well. I don't know what's up with Jake Andrews, but I really don't care. Like we need to go get Tyler. If you want to bring Jake back for as far as a little cheap,
he'd be good
player. Cool.
He'd be good that piece. Yeah, he'd be good that piece.
But you better try to get Tyler here as much as possible, bro. And then
or you know what,
Matt, this is the thing, Matt. We be saying this, man, but we know this side is not
going to happen.
We know it's not going to happen. And it doesn't matter if the Ravens say franchise tag or if the Ravens say we extended you. If that man is a free agent, we know it's still not happening. Why? Because history repeats itself. History repeats itself. What happened last year? All them doggone offensive players, offensive linemen that was free agents. We watched them go to the Vikings. We watched them go to who else? No, I think to the Vikings.
Yeah, the Colts. I mean, they went everywhere.
Yeah, we watched Chicago trade
Tennessee.
For all these offensive linemen. Yes, Kelly went to not Kelly. What's his name? That when he was playing with the Lions and he went to Tennessee.
Zittler, some weird name like that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Like, man, geez, Louise, man.
Well, here's where we should have said, okay, Thank you, Nick Casario, but no thank you. $2 more million. $2 more million. We could have got Saquon Barkley. Are you're sitting here and telling me $2 more million is too much for Saquon Barkley? And look what he did. The dude should have been MVP last year. Should have been MVP. I don't care about Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. It should have been Saquon's. Two million? Two more million? 2 more million.
This man talked about, he let everybody know Houston is where I'm trying to go. He let it be known. It's nothing better than having a player that's letting the world know Houston is where I want to go. And you not say, all right, just because.
And he came out and said, I told Houston, a couple more million is the deal.
Yeah.
Nick Casario said, what? Come on, bro. Like, look, I don't think Barkley does the same stuff. And who knows the truth of what Joe Mixon. This is going to be for another episode about Joe Mixon. I believe Saquon Barkley would be here beginning of week 1 with the Texans if he was here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me Saquon Barkley in this defense, you could go to the Super Bowl? Get out of here. Come on, bro.
Yeah. You telling me Saquon not helping CJ be better? Hey, we can say honestly, we know Joe Mixon this year would have helped CJ Stroud, but unfortunately he wasn't there. So man, bro.
Like I said, we're gonna have another episode to talk about Joe Mixon.
Of course.
Because that's just, but that's what I'm saying. Like I've been in Nick Casario's stand. Like y'all in the group chat, y'all like, oh Nick Casario knows what we're doing. Like, nah, man. Nick Casario needs to get the hell out of here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And the balls of this man to go to senior bowl and do this little in his fucking sweater vest at the end zone watching offensive line. You know you ain't gonna draft the right one. What are you doing?
Hey, my question is, was Pop there?
Probably not.
Like
the only person that needs to be there, but probably wasn't there.
Man, dog.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Combine, everything. Why? Why? You out of all the drafts, you only hit on maybe 6 people.
I'm sorry. I gotta give Pop that credit for Urshan because I just know that was his pick. I know he. Hey, dropped him. I know.
Everybody did. Just a little finesse, and he's gonna get done.
I'm pretty sure he was like, "Hey, get this guy." You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Pop.
Dude, it's just frustrating, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like
hey,
Christian Harris.
We gotta heal this. Like I was saying earlier, Matt. This stuff it's not just about what happened this year, Matt. This stuff goes back years since this team been an organization. You know what I'm saying? Since 2002. You know what I'm saying? The Houston Texans arrived. You get what I'm saying? We had the David Carrs. And you know what I'm saying? It took us almost a full decade to even make the playoffs for the first time. We made the playoffs for the first time in 2011. And
Keno, this right here is going to tell you what it's like to be a Texans fan.
Yeah.
You had a chance to get the legendary, the most epic, the greatest mind, the greatest quarterback mind of all time, and Peyton Manning, and you told him, no, we got Matt Schaub? Matt Schaub? Come on, bro. Even Matt Schaub's own mama is picking Peyton Manning.
Guess what? Not only that, Matt, what Peyton Manning do? Go to the Broncos. What Peyton Manning do that year? 55 touchdowns.
2 Super Bowls.
That too, but hold on. Before I get to that, let's talk about what Peyton Manning did. I think he was the MVP that year. Am I lying?
Yeah. With Wes Walker. With what? Yeah, MVP. Yeah, you're right.
55 touchdown passing. No, we got Matt Schaub. We good. We don't need Peyton Manning, the guy that been torching us, throughout his career. We don't need him.
And you know,
with Matt Schaub. Not only that, man, like you said, 2 Super Bowls, man, 2 Super Bowls back to back. Now, don't get me wrong.
Could you imagine
the first year?
Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine Andre Johnson and Peyton Manning.
Manning, crazy.
That would feed generations.
Aaron
Arian Foster, J.J. Watt. That would feed generations, bro. Generations.
Reed, bro. Brian
But
Cushing,
but
Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph, Manning.
this
Like,
tells you, you know, like you said, Kyle McNair said, well, I really don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, we know that when your whole family said no to Peyton freaking Manning. Obviously, we know you don't know what you're doing.
yeah, man.
Peyton freaking Manning.
Man, bro.
Like, I don't care about the Browns. I don't care about the Lions. I don't care about the Cardinals. I don't care about anybody in the trash franchise. The Texans are the most painful to watch because of stupid mistakes like that. Peyton freaking Manning wanted to come to you.
We not
wanted to come.
When it come to that, man, like, hey, guess what? History repeats itself. Saquon Barkley.
Every single fucking time,
what
bro.
he do? Went on a crazy run, and next year went Philadelphia, and they won the Super Bowl. Now, don't get me wrong. The Super Bowl that Peyton did win with the Broncos, he was a game manager. He didn't play that much that year. Brock Osweiler did. He played 10 games, helped them to get to the Super Bowl, and Manning just that elite defense. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do was not really turn the ball over. You know,
That's all.
And
Same thing the CJ needed to do.
And that defense went crazy. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. History continues to repeat itself, man, when it comes to the Houston Texans. And Mr. Tank Dell, Mrs. Kimberly, you know what I'm saying, CJ Stroud, anybody that on the team or whatever, outside the team or whoever feel some type of way about people saying what they want to say or feel how they feel, this is why we're pissed. This was our best opportunity to go far and go to the Super Bowl. We started 0-3. You get what I'm saying? And this wasn't the first time that happened. Did this before. Like I said, history repeats itself. We start 0-3. And Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but the year we started 0-3 with Deshaun Watson, wasn't that the year we
lost to the
played the Bills and we lost to the Chiefs, right? We beat the Bills and then went on the road, or did we lose the first game against the Colts? Because I know it was 2 years. We made it with it was 2000.
I don't think we played the Chiefs that year.
It was 2018 and 2019. So,
well, 2019 is not. That's not. It was 2017 when we went 0-3, or 2018 when we went 0-3, and then
2018, and we lost to the Colts.
Colts, first
round at home.
And then the next year is when
2019,
the epic year of going up 24-0.
Yeah. Y'all got to get our frustrations, man. Y'all have to understand our frustrations. And the CJ Stroud, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I got love for you. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, me personally and anybody else, we gonna call it how we see it. Some may not. People can sugarcoat it, whatever the case may be.
Well, that's the bad thing about being a Texans fan, you know. You can't criticize this team or you're a hater.
Bump that. And I get into it with people all the time, constantly.
I'm running it back.
Bump that.
I'm running it back.
I see it. I know what I saw, and I know what I seen in CJ Stroud. So that's why I'm pissed about the situation this year, because I know he could have did way better than what he did, and it almost looked like he threw the game. It almost looked like he tried to throw the doggone Steelers game.
All he had to do was just take the sack. Just take the sack. Just take the sack.
We probably need to dedicate a whole doggone episode to CJ Stroud.
We probably
won't cook
but
up.
You know, in the wise words of Chris Hall, this is the worst part. But because it's the end, we can't be keeping our people waiting too long. You know, they got work in the morning.
For sure.
But tell everybody where you can find you, what you got cooking on social media.
On X, YouTube, and TikTok at Here Can Out, man. Continue to support your boy, support the Texans Fan Butter podcast. And now we're not feeling like we're going up, Matt, but you know what I'm saying? we gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna feel better somehow, some way. Y'all don't try not to think about the testing so much, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let it out. And we gonna do that. We're gonna have therapy sessions. We gonna let it out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to talk about it, we can talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Like we gotta let it out. And at the end of the day, CJ Stroud, you might need therapy yourself, brother. And if that's the case, go get it.
Speaking of therapy, we're working on some names and some kinks, but Keno is going to drop out a new segment. Let us Texans fans, let our emotions go of the
Yeah,
struggles
we
of
got
being a Texans fan.
nah,
So be on the lookout for that, and always follow our brothers that couldn't be here but are here in spirit. Johnny Honcho, H-Town Honcho 713, and of course my A1 since day one. I got Mr. Crenshaw, Fifth Ward Crenshaw everywhere. And like Kendall said, man, support the channel because we definitely need it in these hard times, especially watching this Super Bowl.
Let's do it together.
So,
Let's all come together, Texans fan, and just let it out.
Usually I say stay blessed, you're Texans fans, but don't stay blessed because you're Texans fans. Stay blessed because you're a human being and you deserve to be blessed. So with everything going out in the world today, just love one another. Too much hatred. So this spread. Obviously, the Texans ain't spreading positivity. So we got to be that beacon of light. We got to be the salt on the earth, and show the love of God's grace. So make sure you do that. But stay blessed. We'll see y'all next week where we complain about yet another thing the Houston Texans did to hurt our feelings. Till then, we'll see you next time.
I'ma calm down.